Hey people, so I want to quickly talk about school and is it actually preparing you for the future or preparing you for the past? Now, over the course of history, we will go into some form of education, and that's learning of people around us, our siblings, parents, friends, family. We're learning from a very young age. And those young age is crucial because we're like a sponge, we're just taking information. But then when we go to school, we start to get programmed with things that we are now led to believe, is this true? We're led to so many different paths and ridiculed if we don't get something right. And the system there is to teach you a syllabus. Now, if we look at this, right, this is like, it goes up and down, it opens, but what if someone doesn't fit that? That system isn't going to work, is it? And this is what I hate about the schooling system. They put you in a corner, and then if you don't fit it, you're just not part of the system, and you could end up coming out a failure, and you will come out of that system and your whole life could be changed. Imagine you take a fish out of a fish bowl or a river or the sea, wherever. It's not going to really do well, is it? It's going to die. But you put it in water, you can see how amazing it is. And that's the problem. The schools don't help everyone. People that will follow the system that fit in their criteria do well and excel, and they probably have the support. But people that don't are just left to the side, and that's not right. Me, I was in school and I wasn't a good student. No, I got kicked out loads of times. I got expelled just before my exams. I used to get in fights and stuff, but there's a reason why, because I felt failed. Like, I didn't feel I had the support. I felt that, if I couldn't answer a question, especially my maths class, I'll get cussed, I'll get detention. And that's the thing, we have this fear. And if we're not part of that system, doing it the way they are and ticking their boxes, we look like a failure on paper, and then ultimately we're going to start to feel like that. So is it taking us to the past? Potentially, yeah. So this is why, if you're watching this, if you're in school, college, university, I always encourage people to learn for themselves. Now, if you're looking for something that you can really learn and it's going to help you, is literally learn how to take in information and summarize it. For example, if you're reading a book, you're going to think, I'll look at it, 200 pages, 300 pages, this could take me a long time to read it. So one strategy I've used is to just ask the question of the book. So reverse engineer the book. Look at the back, it will tell you a bit about the book. Look at the chapters, you'll have an understanding of the chapters. Maybe look in the front, I think it's an abstract page or something. It will give you a bit of information. Now, every time you look at a chapter, think about, what do you want to learn? What do you want out of that chapter? And ask the question. Every page, you could actually skim read it, right? And ask the question. And then if you don't find out the answer, it's probably because 75% of that page is gibberish. There's only a small piece of information on each page. This is why you can afford to really go through it fast. And this is something I learned with Superbrain, like super reading, and this really helped me. Now, I'm not plugging no one to do anything, but this is a technique that you can do. So remember, ask the question. And this doesn't just go for books, this goes for literally everything. So if you're reading a book, ask the question, and then literally you'll find your answer a lot quicker. If someone's telling you some information, like right now we're getting a lot of stuff happening on the news, ask the question, because we all like to see stuff one-dimensionally. Just like this, I like using this as an example. If we open this, it's different. So there's always things around, there's always different aspects and thought process that we need to use in order to find the answer. Now, this week myself, I've got a couple of books. I've been using audiobooks and I've got books, but I'm actually going to speed read this week and finish my book. And one thing actually, I'm going to give you another tip. Sorry about this. So once you've asked the question, you reverse engineer the process of you reading. After each chapter, recap. Then you're going to know, did you actually learn anything in the chapter? I've made the mistake of reading books, going through chapters, audio or, visually. And at the end of it, I'm like, damn, like, what did I learn? What did they say? So remember, know what you want from the page before you read it, and then you're going to get it. And when you finish, recap it.